One of the few things I didn't like about Prime 3 was the beam stacking mechanic. When Samus got a new beam upgrade, instead of getting a separate beam weapon, the strengths and effects of the upgrade are stacked on top of the charge beam, making her default beam grow stronger as she progresses throughout the game. I like this system in Fusion, but with the Prime games, I like having variety of choice for the weapons. In the first two Prime games, each beam had its own unique effect that would be helpful based on the situation. The weapon variety helped diversify the combat, so I want to see the weapon system from the first two Prime games return, but I also think that the weapon wield should expand past 3 slots. Give us more than 3 weapons to choose from in this game. People think that Samus's potential for weaponry is limited because her arm is restricted by an arm cannon, but Prime Hunters on DS showed us that the arm cannon can have a variety of weapon functions and options. This game gave us weapons like the Judicator, a ricocheting buck shotgun, the Imperialist, a sniper rifle, the Shock Coil, an arcing chain lightning attack, and the Magmaul, a lobbing AoE projectile. There's so much potential for Samus's arsenal to be more diverse than the standard beam shot with different elemental effects. If Prime Hunters on the DS can do this, then Prime 4 on the Switch can definitely do this with no problem. Another option would be giving Samus a secondary weapon. I love showing this image of Samus wielding a minigun on her free arm, and I'd love to see that implemented in game. Let Samus have a selection of weapons she can wield on her free arm. A minigun that pelts enemies would be cool, but imagine Samus with a flamethrower on her free arm, or a morph ball bomb launcher. Options like a defensive energy shield or a blade for melee combat could work too, and that could be a cool way to add in a melee counter system similar to other Rem, Dread, and Samus Returns. And of course, it would be a perfect excuse to bring back the grapple lasso from Prime 3 for this weapon system. And in the new gameplay footage, we see that Samus has some sort of psychic beam that lets her manually aim her shots. It's an amazing concept so far, and this is the kind of creative direction I love to see for the weapon designs. I'm just crossing my fingers that we get a nice variety of different weapons like this.